Alright guys and girls, your boy 005 Dynasty. I'm back with another video, and with this video we're going to continue on with this series we got going on YouTube. The musical producers on the internet, in the game, doesn't matter which genre it is, they're mad boring because of these narratives and these types of videos that they're pushing to the masses on the daily, right? So I've done a few videos now, almost 10 videos I think, I'm not too sure. It's a lot of videos I've done speaking on this matter, and you have some people that agree and you have some people who for some reason are very ignorant and toxic and will never understand another side of a story. It's only their side and what they believe, period. So I got some questions, some cool questions though, from some people that are subscribed to me. So what I want to do is go over some of these questions or comments really quick, talking on musical producers in the game in 2025 and what I see happening and what I understand that is not real music production. Okay, so anyway, we got people who commenting, right? So I'm gonna go over some of these comments. So we got the one individual named Pharrell, or they changed their name. Their name used to be Pharrell Beats, but now it's just Pharrell. So read the comment, okay? Making music is a value for me and my emotions and feelings. Am I a professional producer? I'd rather say no. And it isn't all about being professional. Should I call myself a producer? Well, in this moment, I create a beat, melody, and harmonies, being creative ASO, right? I'd rather say yes, right? I got 153 subscribers in a timeline of about like 10 years. I'm making music for myself in the first. So basically, first in line is this producer's making music for themselves. The second, I can't make out that word. And the second, sure for all those who like my stuff. So basically they're trying to say is, other people who come and enjoy their music, right? So they make music for them too if they come and enjoy it, right? I believe this person is from another country, so their English is not like on, you know what I mean? So we have to remember that and respect that. I do not want to work in contract with companies or things of that nature, right? Am I boring too? I don't think so, right? Feel free to let me know your opinion, and I always like it when people ask for my opinion. And I do have an opinion on that, because one thing you have to understand is this, guys and girls. There's levels to this. Not everybody is going to fall in the same level. So when I speak, I don't speak for the casual beatmaker or the casual musical producer or the casual person who loves the art form, who wants to partake in the art form, but they're not working on that level. They're not taking it to that level. Maybe because they don't want to, maybe they don't know how to, or maybe it's just, music is just for them. And maybe a couple people that like what they do. But as far as like taking it to that next level or portraying themselves as if they are on a level or they're taking it to that level, it's different. So when I speak, I'm speaking from the senses of what I see in front of me, where the people who have the majority watching them, and they have, like, I want to say, some type of status or some type of like way of moving a crowd, pushing a needle, or controlling the narrative, or moving things forward. I'm talking about those people who think they're bigger than who they are because of the people who don't know no better following them. I'm talking to those type of people, not to the casual musical producer, the person who's doing it, or the person who wants to get into it, wants to learn. So when you hear me say, or when you look at my titles, or you look at my thumbnails, and I say, boring musical producers, you have to really listen to what I'm saying in the video to get a general, like a real general understanding of like, nah, he's not talking about me. He's not talking about all of us. Even though he's saying producers, because he or she will have to say producers, because I'm talking about multiple people, but I'm not talking about everybody. And I'm not going to call one individual producer out. I'm calling multiple out. You know what I'm saying? And because it's like a group. It's like, all you got to do is actually just follow my videos to a T, and you'll understand what I'm saying when I say, hey, go and just Google search, or hey, just do a YouTube search. And when you do a YouTube search and all of them pop up, those are the people I'm talking about. The people who are running the algorithm, the people who are populating all of the blogs and vlogs and news websites, and you always see them. You always see their face. You always see their studios. You always see their rooms. You always see them, and you always hear their talking points and hear their voices all the time. I get tired of seeing these people all the time, but that's all you're going to see, because the algorithm is going to push them. The companies are going to push them. The narrative is set. The stage is set. Push for the companies. Push the merchandise. And get what you could get on the back end. We'll help you monetize. We'll help you get a little bit of, money from us too. We'll give you a little 10%, 5% here, $10 here, then here. Sell your stuff too at the same time. Make drum kits. Sell your drum kits, your drum packs, your drum loops, your analog this, your analog that, your digital this. It's all a game. I don't want to see that no more. I want to see real music production. So, I'm not talking about most of you guys and girls. I'm talking about the people who are controlling the narrative. Now, there's another side to the story, though, because you asked the question, am I boring too? If I'm going to be honest, and like the grand scheme of music production, well, yeah, you would be boring the same way I would be boring, because we're not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing that's not boring to the masses? How are you standing out? What is your brand looking like? Because if it's just going on just YouTube and making a quick video, making a quick beat, or joining competitions and doing this and doing that, like this small stuff, but it's boring. That is boring content. It's boring. What am I doing that's supposed to be amazing? Nothing. I'm not doing music production right now. I'm not doing like the stuff that what people like, so it would be classified as good content because it's what they like. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not doing tutorials, product reviews, walkthrough videos. I'm not doing any of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? That people like. So the people might classify my stuff as boring too. Like, oh, that over at Dynasty, he's boring, son. Like, the stuff that he's doing is boring. Like, so in a sense, most of us are boring people in general when it comes to the grand scheme of things. Until you find your way and you don't become boring anymore, and then you get the masses of people to follow you, and then you get like a following. You start making shows, like you start doing things. You start doing things with your work. But until then, most of your stuff is pretty much boring. It's just it's like it is what it is. Like, oh, whatever, they're doing that. You'll have some people go and support you, because some people, they just do that. They believe if they support, then it'll come back to them 10 times fold, or they just want to be, no, don't leave a man behind. Like, they want the like for like, the comment for comment, the sub for sub, just praise everybody in the comment section. No matter if their beat is whack, no matter if they sample all the time, no matter if their hi hats are too high, no matter if they don't know how to put a DS on this, no matter their beat is killing their eardrums. Like, no matter what, people will just, oh yeah, go Carol, oh yeah. Then you got those type of people. And that type of stuff tricks you into thinking like you're good, or like you're doing something good, or you're putting out great content when you're not. So 90% of the time, most people are boring. They are boring in general. You know what I'm saying? People can say my stuff is boring, and I wouldn't even argue with them in a sense, because I'm like, yo, if they was listening to me, if people are really listening to me, I keep telling people, I'm not ready yet. I'll tell people like, I can do this. I can do that. I could whip up this content, whip up this content. But that would be me falling in the same boat as everybody else and doing it, go along, get along, and just basically just riding the wave and trying to make money and monetization money off of what somebody else has created. That's not what I want to do. I'm not ready in the sense where it's like I don't have my own way of formulating and putting videos out there that's my way. Like when you watch whoever created the show, The Breaking Bad, the dynamics of that show is their way, and the show was amazing. Whoever created the Lord of the Rings series is their way. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I need to find my way, which is very entertaining and not boring. And then I need to get people to buy into it. And then I start with my series or my show or whatever it is, or movie or movies, or like music production, but presented in a certain way that is me, Old Five Dynasty, and not boring. So yeah, most people are boring online. If you really think about it, they are. They have people saying, you go, but that's fake and phony. If people was to wake up in this world, like that's what I did. When I was doing all this competition, and I was on the show doing this competition, and everybody's like praising us and praising this and praising that. But then when I fell back and I started to look at it, I was like, man, we didn't even do nothing spectacular, really. That was amazing like that. There was a lot of errors in the footage. A lot of errors here, a lot of errors here. That would never get picked up on a major network and be put on, AMC. That would never be a show like The Breaking Bad, The Walking Dead. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah. People gotta understand something, man. There's a higher level in this world that you have to reach. You gotta put forth more effort than just this little YouTube stuff that's happening, guys. Come on. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I like the question, but I just want to let you know, like, you gotta understand. A lot of these people that talk to you online, they fake and phony, man. They're not going to give you the real. They're not going to be like Old Five Dynasty and give you the real. They're not. They're just not going to do it, man. They're not, dude. They're going to say all your beats is dope. They're going to let y'all win competitions that a lot of people shouldn't even be winning competitions. They're going to just, you know what I'm saying? It's so much like just politicking and BS, man. If you really hear me and understand what's happening, man. But a lot of people don't hear. They can't understand. It's hard for people to understand and hear. If they was to hear and understand and just fall back and take heed and really dive into what's really happening and what's really in front of them, they will wake up big time, man. That's what I did. I was able to wake up big time, man. That's why I'm able to talk like this. That's why I'm able to put out videos like this. That's why I'm able to speak like flawless. Like I don't care. Like I just come out. I come out and just talk. Most people, they'll hide it. Nah, you doing great, man. You doing wonderful. Your content is great, man. Nah, you're not boring. None of your stuff is boring. Actually, I love that beat you did last week. Meanwhile, I might have been flaws in it. So, do music for you. First and foremost, exactly, right? But also, if you're out there putting yourself out there, do music the right way. Do music the right way. Also, set up your brand the right way. Also, set up your videos the right way. Don't copy what the next person has done. Don't copy their talking points, their style, the way they put their camera angle, the lighting on. Become original. Become so organic and just so you that when people watch it, like, damn, that's dope. You won't be boring or be able to be classified as boring from somebody like me, because everybody else is not going to say you're boring. And I'm not even saying that you're boring in a sense, but what I'm saying is there is another side of the world that people don't point out. It's your boy Overfly Dynasty, man.